At 80, your body should be giving up. At 70, you should have accepted that vitality is a thing of the past. At 60, it's normal to feel this decline. At least that's what they say. But as a functional medicine doctor focused on vascular health, I see what urologists are also beginning to confirm. This narrative is wrong. What you feel, this disconnection from your own body, is not a death sentence. What if I told you that the key to reactivating your function isn't in a bottle of blue pills, isn't at the pharmacy, but rather is in your morning cup of coffee? It sounds too simple, but the vascular science behind it is profound. The answer to restoring what you thought was lost may lie in what you do in the first 30 minutes of your day. If you're watching this, you've probably felt this frustration, that moment when your body doesn't respond as your mind expects. It's a feeling of failure, almost a silent shame, and you feel deeply frustrated, perhaps even afraid that you're best. Days are truly over. And when you seek help, what happens? Your doctor probably blames your age, says it's normal, and hands you a prescription. But that doesn't address the root cause. The real enemy is this belief that age is a death sentence. The truth is, the problem isn't your age, it's your blood flow. As Dr. Scarlett, I've spent the last 15 years focused on vascular health. My job is to restore the root cause. And today, I'm going to show you the ingredient that reactivates that flow. And more importantly, the 3 morning mistakes that render it useless. But before I reveal that ingredient, and more importantly, the mistakes that negate it, we need to make a pact. This isn't a quick fix video, it's a mindset shift. If you're ready to stop blaming age and start focusing on the true root cause, I ask 2 things. First, click the subscribe button. This isn't a click for me, it's a commitment for you. It's your declaration that you're taking back control of your vascular health. Second, I want you to go to the comments and write the word vitality. Do this as an act of intention. Comment vitality if you believe that age is not a sentence and that your body can, in fact, heal itself. By doing so, you join a community of men who are rejecting the myth that they are finished. Do it now, because what I'm about to reveal requires this mindset. Okay, let's get to the core. The simple ingredient is 100% pure cocoa, and it only works if you avoid 3 mistakes. First, the cocoa. It's rich in flavonoids that release nitric oxide, the molecule that signals your arteries to relax. It's like reopening a highway in your body. But this is useless if you make mistake 1, sugar in your coffee. The insulin spike is like a handbrake being pulled. It constricts the vessels and causes the energy crash. Mistake 2 is the milk, which blocks the absorption of these flavonoids, making your coffee useless and causing bloating. Finally, mistake 3, the most dangerous. Drinking your coffee on an excessively fasted state. This triggers cortisol, your stress hormone, creating vascular rust, oxidative stress, and a feeling of anxiety instead of clean energy. You need to avoid these mistakes so that the cacao can do its job. So let's turn this complex science into a simple action plan. Your performance coffee tomorrow is straightforward, but non-negotiable. First, you start with a quality black coffee. Second, you add your vascular activator, a teaspoon of 100% pure cacao or cacao nibs. This is your vasodilation signal. Third, and the most critical step, is defense. You must avoid the 3 neutralizers. This means 0 sugar or artificial sweeteners, which constrict your vessels. No cow's milk or dairy creamers, which block flavonoids. And finally, don't drink it on an excessively fasted state. Neutralize the cortisol spike with protein or healthy fat. This isn't just a cup of coffee. It's your first deliberate step towards stopping harming your endothelium and actively starting to rebuild your vascular system. Now stop for a moment, and I want you to really listen to this. This is the most important part of the entire video. You are not broken. Repeat that to yourself. You are not broken. Your age isn't the problem. It never was. The problem is vascular inflammation, it's oxidative stress, it's your body fighting the wrong signals you've been sending it for years without knowing it. That frustration you feel, that fear that intimacy is gone, that you're too old. That's not a reality. It's a symptom of a vascular system that's crying out for help. Your body doesn't hate you. It has an absolutely incredible capacity to heal itself if you stop hurting it and start giving it what it needs to repair. What I'm proposing isn't magic. It's a return to fundamental principles. This is about removing what hurts, the sugar, the stress, the inflammation, and adding what heals, the flavonoids, the nitric oxide, the blood flow. You deserve to feel alive, confident, and vital at any age. You deserve intimacy and connection. This hasn't been taken from you, it's just been blocked. Start tomorrow. Take your performance coffee. This is your first step. And if this video gave you a glimpse of hope, if it changed your perspective, do me and another man a favor. Share this video with a friend who also needs to hear that he's not broken. I read all the comments and I'll be here cheering you on. Think of your vascular health like a bank account. In recent years, you may have made more withdrawals than deposits. Every sugary meal, every stressful night, every time you accepted the myth that aging is like this was a withdrawal. And you wake up one day and the account feels empty. That's how you feel now. What I'm offering you isn't a lottery. It's a daily deposit plan. Cacao, clean coffee, protein. These are small deposits. At first, they seem insignificant, but they accumulate. The body wants to be in surplus. It wants to heal. You just have to stop making withdrawals and start consistently making deposits. Your body hasn't forgotten how to function. It's just waiting for the right instructions, the right building materials. I want you to understand that the modern medical system wasn't designed to give you this information. It was designed to manage crises, not to build health. The quick fix, the pill, is a palliative. It forces a temporary function, but it doesn't heal the diseased vascular endothelium. In fact, it ignores it. The real enemy is the system that told you your only option was a prescription and that decline was inevitable. That's a lie. The radical truth is that your body is a healing system. Food is the most powerful information you give to that system. Cacao, coffee, protein. This isn't alternative medicine. This is fundamental medicine. It's basic biochemistry. You are simply giving your body the tools it has lost to do the job it knows how to do perfectly. Heal and function. The journey to regaining your vitality is not a 100-meter sprint. It's a daily decision. There will be days when the old habit of blaming age will seem easier. There will be times when frustration will try to tell you that it's not working. But remember, every cup of coffee you drink the right way is a victory. Every time you choose cocoa instead of sugar, you are sending a healing signal to your body. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent changes. The vascular endothelium didn't get damaged overnight, and it won't heal overnight, but it will heal. The science is clear. What I ask of you is patience with yourself and trust in the process. You are in control, perhaps for the first time in years. I want you to free yourself from shame. The pharmaceutical industry and society in general profit from your shame. They profit from the idea that you are inadequate and need a chemical fix. Your secret pain, the fear of no longer being the man you once were, is the most powerful marketing tool there is. And today, you break that spell. By focusing on blood flow, by focusing on the health of your endothelium, you are taking power away from them and bringing it back to yourself. You are not a passive patient. You are the architect of your own vitality. Every sip of your morning coffee now becomes an act of rebellion. It's an act of radical self-care that says, I refuse the narrative that I am finished. So this is your turning point. From today onward, age is no longer your excuse. It's your motivation. The knowledge you've acquired is now your armor. You understand nitric oxide. You understand vascular endothelium. You understand that sugar is the enemy and cocoa is the ally. You are no longer a passive spectator of your own health. The person who started this video was frustrated, perhaps afraid. The person finishing this video is different. You have a plan. You have the knowledge. And most importantly, you have proof that your body hasn't given up on you. Now, go and honor that body. Start tomorrow. This is the first day of your second life.